Hello, INF 6210. My name's Josh Blevins. I'm entering my third semester into the program. Um, to go ahead and answer the questions for the introductory video, I'm going to lead off with my collection, or what I like to collect. This is going to be very nerdy and may scare some of you away from me. I don't know. But I'm a big Pokemon fan. I do a lot of Pokemon tournaments and league play and stuff like that. I've been collecting cards ever since they came out. So I will show you. I have a couple binders here of cards I've been collecting over the years. I'm going to show you my two most recent. And how I have these binders organized is by card set and release date, and also by the number order that's printed on the card itself. And to pull one out as an example, I know you won't be able to see all of it, but on the bottom of the card is the date of publication. Above it, there's a symbol, and that symbolizes the set that it's a part of, and then there's a number here as well. So in my collection, I have the cards broken up by set, going from most recent, or from oldest to most recent, and then I have the set chronologically in order. And I don't account for cards missing from my collection, where I mainly focus on deck building and tournaments and stuff. I don't seek after every single card, but I do have thousands of different Pokemon cards. It's a nerdy thing on my part. As far as what I read a couple different things. So I'm going to start off by saying I'm a father of a almost 3-year-old boy, so a lot of my nights are filled with story time before bedtimes. So from my local library that I work at, we have a Disney bedtime collection here, My First Bedtime Stories. I read a lot of different stories to them, mainly Disney and Paw Patrol and things like that. We're a big Disney household. What else do I read? So, very sorry to drop my phone camera there. I'm a big music person. So I love rock and I love going to concerts. And one of my favorite bands is Coheed and Cambria, and they are a band who also their music reflects their novels and comic books. So the Amory Wars, this is the series that Coheed and Cambria's music is based off for the most part. They do a lot of concept albums. So I will read those graphic novels in the meantime, and then for, novels and heavier reading, I'm big into fantasy, whether it's like high fantasy, like, traditional Lord of the Rings, or the Wheel of Time series by Robert Jordan, or even more like crime fantasy, like the Agent Pendergast series, which I'm now almost through. I've been trucking through it for a couple of years. And also huge into Stephen King. And as you can see here, I have an entire bookshelf dedicated to Stephen King. And not everything, of course, but a lot of his works. So anytime he comes out with something new, I at least try to check it out from my library and read it here lately. Now to answer the final question, so where do I feel as home and where is my heart? So I've lived the majority of my life in Lexington. I'm currently residing in Ashland, Kentucky right now, but I lived in Lexington as a kid while I went to middle school and started high school, and then I came back as an adult after being gone for 6 or 7 years or so, and I lived there for a few more years. So I got to experience the city growing up and as an adult. So I say that's where I feel most at home. That's where I'm most comfortable. But I've left the city twice now, and So I wouldn't say my heart's there, and I don't know where my heart is right now as far as like city or location or anything goes. I'm hoping when I finish this program and maybe I land a professional position somewhere in a city that's not Ashland, Kentucky eventually, then I'll find the heart part of that question. Anyways, sorry to take so long in this video. I hope you aren't too scared off from me this semester now, and I look forward to working with all of you. Have a great semester. See ya.